Haftorah 101, Haftarah for Parshas Vayigash. So this week's Torah portion is all about how Joseph is finally going to reveal himself to his brothers, and Yaakov is going to come down to Egypt, and this is going to start the whole exile. But the way the Torah portion opens up is Judah confronts Joseph because he concocted this whole thing to try to implicate Benjamin, his younger brother, say, oh, he stole from me and I got to lock him up, to see if his brothers had truly repented, to see if they were going to stand up for him or just be like, oh, bye, leave him there. So Yehuda is the one who stands up and confronts Joseph and is like, we're not going anywhere until you give him back, basically. He says, take me instead, etc. So the Haftorah for Vayigash comes from the prophet of Ezekiel. So Ezekiel 37:15-28. And it's a prophecy about the end of times when the kingdoms of Israel will be united again. So what happened is that after King Solomon passes away, his son becomes king. During his reign, there is a breakaway that occurs, and 10 tribes become the northern tribes of Israel, and the other 2 tribes are the southern tribes of Israel. The northern tribes of Israel were led by someone. The main tribe of that was the tribe of Ephraim, who's Joseph's son. So he comes from Joseph. And the main tribe of the southern 2 tribes is Judah, is Yehuda, because he is the tribe of the kings. So originally, when it started with the exile, which would lead to the Exodus, etc., Joseph was a prominent player in this. But in the end of time, the future time, the prominent player, of course, is going to be Moshiach, and Moshiach descends from the tribe of Yehuda. So Ezekiel gives this prophecy, and he said, God tells me to take a stick and to write on it, this stick is for Yehuda and all of his allies, basically. And take another stick and write, this stick is for the house of Israel, so Ephraim, and for all of their allies. And put the sticks next to each other, you're going to see them become one stick. I'll be able to show you, like, look, everybody's united. Because the 10 tribes are eventually exiled and no one really knows what happened to them. But there will come a time, he's saying, that the tribes will be united, the kingdoms will be united, and there will be one king over them, etc. They will live in peace, all this sort of things. And then it talks about how King David, my servant, is going to be king over them, and then they're all going to have one shepherd, etc. Then it says also King David is going to be their prince forever. So it's interesting that we have these 2 different uses of word, which it's Melech and Nasi. So prince as in like the leader of someone, not as in the son of a king. And some explanation for this is that when we talk about that King David is going to be a king, so it's talking about Moshiach, who's King David, his descendant, and it says he's going to be a king because what's he going to do when he first comes? He's going to fight the wars of God, and he's going to bring everybody together. We need a strong leader, a strong military leader to bring peace into the world and to unite everybody, etc. But then once that's going to be done, once that phase is going to be over, we're not going to need a strong military leader anymore. We're going to need someone who's going to be more of like what we call a prince, a nasi, which is the term that they use for the head of the Sanhedrin. He's going to be a Torah teacher. He's going to move into phase 2 of being a Torah teacher and disseminating great Torah wisdom. This is what the prophecy is saying. And all the Jewish people will dwell in the land securely, etc. And everybody will be united, and God will be their God, dwelling among us, etc. So that is the Haftarah for this week of Vayigash.